Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture is My Life. Now, in this episode, I'd like to, go back to discussing getting a good night's sleep, but not in the ways in which I previously did. I had an interesting chat conversation with someone from Italy over the Acupuncture is My Life app. And if you don't already have the app, download it. It's free. So many ways you can benefit from having this app. But just to jump right into it, there was an individual from Italy and she's from Rome, and she couldn't understand why the fact that she was eating right, exercising. Now, she wasn't seeing an acupuncturist, in which, of course, she should have been, and she said she's going to start seeing one. But what else can play a part in her not being able to get a good night's sleep? You know, there was no stress in her life. She said she pretty much had a happy life, and she wanted me to discuss the discussion in which we'd had on the Acupuncture My Life app in this podcast. So I said, okay. Why? Because I felt it was important. It's something that I don't do much of. But many individuals are unaware. It's not just what you eat. It's not just mental and emotional disorders, but it's also what you may drink. Okay? Now, I know that's raising many individuals' eyes, and you're already guessing, what drinks may destroy or play a part in you not getting a good night's sleep. But it's not even, and keep in mind, it's not just about quantity. It's also about quality. As well as, with regard to quality and quantity, you want to also limit taking a nap during the day. If you do, how long? But I just want to stick with how your drinking habits can affect how much sleep you get on a nightly basis. And that's very important, and this is why some of you may say, I'm eating right, and I've heard this. But what's ruining my sleep? Well, okay, let's just start with what is quite apparent, and I'm sure some of you have already put together, and that's drinking alcohol late at night. Now, understand this. Alcohol has the ability to produce quite a few physiologic side effects, which of course leads to hangover. Understand, alcohol can dehydrate you, which therefore can cause headaches. But the bigger part of this is the after effects of drinking alcohol tends to, or has the ability to, destabilize a peaceful night's sleep. Keep that in mind, and I've spoken of that in past episodes. So those that do listen to Acupuncture is My Life podcasts would know other reasons as to why alcohol can affect your sleep. And if you're drinking a lot of alcohol and you're drinking it late as well, and I'm not speaking of just a lot, meaning that one particular night, but you have those that drink alcohol like 5, 6, 7 nights a week. And the $1 million question becomes, do you find yourself waking up between the hours of 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. after a night of drinking? Those are the hours of a person's liver, and there are some problems with your liver attempting to detox, get rid of this alcohol from your body, along with everything else it has to sort of neutralize and get out of the body, in layman's terms. So if you find yourself waking up quite often between the hours of 1 a.m. and 3 a.m., go sit with an acupuncturist right away. And tell them that as well. Because you don't want to use alcohol as a mechanism or a tool to help you get to sleep. And somewhere in the ballpark of, I would say, between 8 to 18% of the global population do that. And that's not good. Because alcohol tends to have the opposite effect of getting a good night's sleep. Why? Because I'll touch on it a little, but if you really want to hear the more deeper aspects of it, listen to some of the past episodes discussing sleep. But alcohol tends to interrupt a person's REM cycle, which means you're going to get a lower quality of sleep. Part of that is alcohol has the ability to suppress the body's natural production of melatonin by up to 22%. Write that down so you don't forget when you're thinking about a night of drinking. Because melatonin is that hormone that's created by the pineal gland that regulates a person's sleep-wake cycle. And it also encourages deeper sleep with reduced disturbances. So guess what that's saying? If you're using alcohol to so-called get a good night's sleep, maybe you should consider stopping it. And if you're struggling with alcohol addiction, again, see an acupuncturist, because there's a special protocol called the NADA protocol to treat addiction to alcohol, recreational drugs, even prescription drugs if you're abusing it. But I'll say this again, along with seeing a physician for your annual checkup, see an acupuncturist for regular wellness visits. Sleep issues wouldn't be a concern after that. It shouldn't be. Another is, drinking, let's say, caffeinated drinks before bedtime. And when I say before bedtime, I don't mean like right before you lay down. Within a certain amount of hours before bedtime. And some will say, well, I don't drink coffee. Coffee's not the only thing that has caffeine in it. Soda, energy drinks, and so forth. And there are many individuals who love to work out at night. So when you're done with your daily activities, you just need that quick pick-me-up, and you'll run and grab one of those energy drinks before working out. First of all, those things are horrible. And along with coffee and soda, energy drinks you're asking to not get a good night's sleep. And there are many individuals that will walk into the Acupuncture is My Life clinic here in New York City, feeling that they're suffering from some type of sleep disorder, but during an Eastern nutrition consultation, realize they'll be made aware of the fact that it's either what you're eating or what you're drinking, along with other things. It could be mental and emotional, it could be myriad of things, but there are some cases where individuals are shocked that, that energy drink that they had to get them into the gym, to get them home, to eat dinner, shower, and go to bed, plays a huge part as to why they cannot get a good night's sleep. Or even soda. There are individuals who love a few cans of soda every day. Soda, energy drinks, loaded with caffeine. And many individuals are not aware of the amount of caffeine that's in these sodas and energy drinks. And you're looking for a bad night's sleep. Keep in mind, caffeine is a stimulant. So, drinking this stimulant late in the day, how can you expect to get a good night's sleep? Sometimes it's just that one trip to an acupuncturist that will change your life. You want to stop drinking caffeine. Here's the surprise. At least 7.5 hours before you expect to go to bed. So try and avoid caffeine after 1 p.m. and then see an acupuncturist to try and just get off of soda and these energy drinks, because you're chi deficient if you need to pick up an energy drink or your body's craving soda. Along with other deficiencies and stagnations that you may be faced with, see an acupuncturist. Simply nourishing a person's chi, clearing stagnation, reinforcing chi and blood, can change a person's life, where they'll even notice, like, wow, doc, I haven't been reaching for, soda or coffee as much, or even these energy drinks. Yeah. I mean, because an acupuncturist understands that health as well. We understand that it's not an app on your phone or in the stock market or in the bank or in the safe. We understand it's not your purse or your pocket or under the mattress or in the shoebox in the closet or even under the doghouse in the backyard. We understand that it's in you. That's why one of the best things you can do in life is make acupuncture a part of your life. But overall, you know what you really don't want to do? You don't want to drink anything the closer it gets to bedtime. Because also, let's say if you're drinking lots of water and you didn't get, you set a certain mark for yourself. You want to do 120 ounces a day, and you notice it's an hour before bedtime, you're 20 ounces short. Let it go. Let it go. You will be waking up, and it'll disturb your ability. It'll affect your ability to get a deep, deep sleep. Now, drinking fluids other than water, you're increasing your risk of heartburn, going to bed. Even a warm glass of milk. My opinion, you shouldn't be touching milk at all. But avoid drinking anything before bedtime, because you'll be making that run to the bathroom And you ever notice it comes when you're in the deepest sleep? You're just feeling really good and you don't want to get up. Body's relaxed. You should stay that way. But if you're drinking before bedtime, yeah, you got to get up. You have to get up at that point. Another that'll surprise many of you. That delicious glass of orange juice. Oh, the nutrition that I can get from a glass of orange juice. But drinking that before going to sleep? Nope. Not good. Heartburn is one. But any type of citrus juice can irritate a person's stomach, which will affect your quality of sleep. So if you're going to drink these juices, you'd want to have them during the day. Let's say stop by, and these are like naturally squeezed juices. You've juiced it yourself. You'd want to stop by around 4 o'clock. Go room temperature water up to a few hours before bedtime. But see, this and much more you can get from a regular visit with an acupuncturist. Stop bullshit. Make acupuncture a part of your life. Because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?